Yeah, they've obviously done a little update
Yeah,
to the UI.
they've done something to it. Now it's annoying me because it's not doing what I want it to do.
Urinary infection.
Same to you.
He said UI, expecting us to know what it meant.
You do know what it means.
Absolutely no idea. That's what I thought it meant. It's the only UI I know about.
Yeah,
and
that's what
believe
it
me,
means.
I know about it.
Oh, you haven't had it, have you?
No,
You had a UI?
no,
They're
I haven't.
agony, apparently. Like in the Green Mile. Do you remember that?
He
The
has a
Green Mile.
urinary infection in the Green Mile?
Yeah, and then the big guy grabs
Oh,
his
he
groin and cures it. Do you remember?
cures him. Right,
He
right.
could cure anything, that big guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Flies and stuff come out of his mouth, didn't it?
Sucks
Yeah.
it out of him, yeah.
Good film,
Oh,
that, though,
man.
isn't it? It's a good
It's
film.
good.
Welcome. We are Neil,
Luke,
And Dave.
340-somethings, reminiscing on the runners and riders of 90s guitar music.
we look at the bands who soundtracked our youth on both sides of the pond and interview some of our heroes from the bands that defined a generation.
You'll hear about the good, the bad, and the ugly of 90s guitar music.
This podcast is Stupid and Contagious. Episode 93 of the Stupid and Contagious podcast. So this week, it's a wang week, and we decided festival season is nearly upon us. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through all the Glastonburys from the 90s, just go through the lineups and stuff. And Dave's investigated the weather for each year, so we can add that to the set the scene. We're just going to have a bit of fun with that, basically. But before that, what's everyone been up to? Well, me and Dave invited me around his house for the Eurovision. Well, he didn't really invite me. I invited myself.
I was going to say,
to
yeah.
to his Eurovision party.
Oh,
It's all right,
Dave's
wasn't it?
legendary Eurovision party. Oh, man. How was it to be
good,
inside?
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. They take it seriously. I like that. Though. You know, we had all had little score sheets and stuff.
Oh,
It's good.
really? So you printed out score sheets, Dave?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all done proper. Yeah, they don't, you know. There was snacks. There was snacks. There was cakes, homemade cakes.
Yeah. Wow.
It was good, man.
So who scored the highest on your score sheet, on your scorecard?
I went for Italy. They had like a band. They're all right. They have some really shits. It was
a bad year.
It was really
all
shit.
round, really.
It was really, really shit.
The UK got 0 points in the public vote.
0 point.
How bad were they? I haven't heard it.
I thought it deserved more than 0.
Sure.
Yeah,
but it wasn't great.
The songs were awful. I mean, I know Eurovision, that's part of it, but they were all awful. Wasn't one decent one on there.
There's something really odd about Israel scoring all those points.
I'd avoided it, but Dave's gone in there.
How can you avoid that? We're not watching it again after that. It's just, who's voting for them? Every country gave them 12 points in the public vote.
Politics aside, when they came on, me and Dave said, that's weird. Like, they're not getting any boos or anything. That's a bit odd. And they basically just overdubbed it because there's footage of the actual thing, and there's loads of boos and stuff.
But was it a good song?
Didn't watch it. We vetoed it.
Oh, right. Good idea. Yeah.
So I don't know if it was a good song.
So it might have been worthy of those 12 points if they weren't representing a genocidal Zionist government.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Obviously I'm in the realm of conspiracy theories and whatnot, but it just doesn't add up. And also you can vote 20 times, right? So it's really easy system to game if you want to game it.
Sure.
If you just rally a few people to vote 20 times, you're going to make a dent. So
yeah, and
I've
when
just done with that stupid
international
thing
reputation is in tatters and it could use a boost from an international song contest, then I guess there's quite a high motivation for it to be manipulated by actors. Yeah.
Part of me wanted them to win though, to see what would happen next year, to see which countries had the balls to sort of not go.
To not go, yeah, that would have been interesting.
Been good. I tell you what, I've been listening to a lot of this week as well.
Go on,
Luke. You'll probably hate him just because he's He's quite a big star now.
Yeah.
But I've been listening to a lot of Sam Fender.
Mm.
I really like it. I really like his stuff because a lot of people say he's like the new Springsteen, don't they?
Do
And
they?
I think I started listening to them because of our interview of Ian Prowse being the Scouse Springsteen. It reminded me
Sure.
of everyone talking about Sam Fender. So I went back and
Mm.
had a proper listen. Yeah, I really
What's his
like it.
biggest hit again? Remind me of his biggest.
He's got loads, hasn't he? He's just done
Yeah.
hit
So-
after hit, hasn't he?
Did he do that? Whatever, 17 going under.
Yeah, that 17
Is that
going
it?
under and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know enough to disagree. I
Mm.
really want to. I really want to say I'm 60, but I
Yeah, I
haven't.
know.
I
I'm in the
haven't
same
listened properly
position.
to do so. Quite
Dave, I think
frustrating.
you must like Sam Fender.
Ask ChatGPT if you like Sam Fender.
Yeah, I am. People watching. What's that?
Yeah, that's a good one. I was listening to that yesterday.
Oh, it's a good hobby, isn't it? People watching.
Yeah, do it all the time.
That sounds like Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, told you.
People watching. 17
Does
going
it really
under.
though?
They're good songs. They're just songs about life. Yeah. Biographical, isn't it?
Mm.
Give it a listen. Let us know next week.
All right. Let me make a note.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of the people listening to this will think, don't be a cunt, he's rubbish. I think it's one of those, which is fair
All right.
enough.
I'll have a listen and then slag him off next week.
Yeah.
All right.
Dave, apart from Eurovision, what have you been up to?
I sort of took things into my own hands with the horses.
You fucked one.
And I've built an
Took the
extra
horses in-
fence.
Oh.
Right, so
you built your own
I've
one.
annexed part of the field.
I
Oh
said
wow.
to do that. You can take that. Land grab.
So you've put it on their
Yeah.
side, not on your side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Land grab.
it could all end in tears.
Yeah.
Depends.
Start a feud, spark a feud. That'd be great.
Yeah. You know, other people wouldn't like that. You know, the neighbours probably think, what's he doing? I wouldn't like
told
it
you,
if someone else
You
had
should
done it.
you should go with my idea. See, my idea was if everyone on Dave's road, if they all sort of move their fence like half a metre each year,
Right. At the same
You
time.
could- they could
Well,
all
I've
have
done
massive
that.
gardens.
Yeah.
Sure.
I've done that. We'll see if the others copy.
So you went out into the field and you put up another layer of fence. But I
Staked his
thought they had
claim.
put their own fence up. You said.
Well, they put up these little plastic sticks with rope, and then you're meant to use that as an electric, but they didn't. So the horses just
Right.
barged through it and
Yeah.
started chopping on our
You
stuff
took
again.
it into your own hands.
Oh mate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that.
they probably just
It's like-
barged through mine.
It's like the olden
Yeah.
days where you just claim bits of land, chunks of land.
I was thinking, if that fence stands for like more than a few years, do you reckon I
It's yours.
legally own that land?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Squatters'
Yeah.
rights.
definitely.
Oh yeah.
Luke, what's been going on in Japan?
Not a lot. Working, driving lessons. I've been continuing
back
apace.
back on the horse. Or the
Oh,
car.
gosh. Yeah, I'm not doing heroin. Yeah, it's kind of fun. I'm not allowed outside of the driving school yet.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not past the first stage. You have to pass the first stage test to be able to
No
be
way.
allowed outside onto the real
That's good. That's a good idea.
world.
That's a good idea.
So I just did like turning right. I did
Right.
hill starts.
Nice.
I
Clutch
did.
control.
Well,
That's
I'm
an
going to do
automatic
only
anyway, isn't it?
automatic. Yeah,
need a
exactly.
clutch.
So reversing narrow roads
Right.
in an S shape, narrow L-shaped roads. That kind of
Reversing.
stuff. Well, I did a little bit. Like if you get stuck in a narrow road, how to reverse your way out of it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's
I
good.
did
They don't
that.
do stuff over here. That's useful.
Don't they? So they kind of deliberately kind of put me like, too close to the curb on one of the kind of the S shapes, and I had to. They teach you how to get out of it properly. Yeah,
I couldn't
stuff like
do
that.
that.
I've got a 30-year head start on you. I don't know what it's like these days. I've
Yeah,
been driving for 30 years.
it's mad, isn't it? That I'm
Yeah.
48 and I can't drive. It's mad.
Well, my son's about to start learning, so we'll see if I can get him to beat you to it. to
Oh,
his
he probably
licence.
will.
There you go.
Well,
That'd
yeah.
be amusing, wouldn't it?
Well,
I'm surprised
some
you
of
didn't
us have
push
got,
him down
got to
the
go to work. I can't do it that
down
well.
the scooter route.
Dangerous, though, aren't they?
Yeah,
They
you fell
are.
off a few times, didn't you? But talking
Yeah.
about heroin,
Yeah.
I was talking to Dave about this earlier. Like this news report had the opposite effect on me the other day. It was a news report about have you heard of gummies? They're like It's basically they're just sweets but with pot in them.
Right.
And it's supposed to be about how it's really bad. And I think someone blew up a house because to make them it's quite combustible and stuff. But I thought that sounds like a great idea. They're like
Yeah.
lollipops and stuff. Just sit there with
Yeah.
a pot lolly in your mouth. No smoking involved.
Yeah.
So, tempted.
Well, get a couple, for next week's podcast.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I could
Yeah.
have a lolly on the podcast.
What have you been up to, Neil? Except for Eurovision.
Eurovision. Sam Fender, more van stuff. Got the water working in the van, so it's just more of that, really.
All right, let's wang it.
Right, let's wang it. Yeah, before we get into the wang, we've got a sponsor this week.
What?
Yeah, I know.
It's not those gummies, is
I'm
it?
so surprised. It's not. They can sponsor next week's one if they want. So, Ali Finley.
Bongo?
Not the school. I don't think it.
Bongo
it
from
be.
School. I noticed that.
I
noticed that. I was gonna say it.
I had a look. They don't look like. None of them look like Bongo.
It's Bongo.
But if it is Bongo, then hi Bongo.
Bongo from School. He never not had a snotty nose, did he, Bongo? Never.
Can't
Pretty
say
much
that.
never.
It's not a bad thing. It's just a fact.
It is. It's disgusting.
No, it's not. It's not a bad thing. It's a fact.
That's all right. Let's have a snotty nose.
Not an insult.
Ali from the band Eric's London got in touch. He said, we've got some gigs coming up. Be nice to promote them on the show. He's a big fan of the show. So this is how it works. We're now going to tell you a bit about the band. Luke's going to give you a bit of a review. And then we'll tell you where they're playing. So I'll give you a bit of a spiel first. This is from their press release. So it says, Eric's London are an alternative band based in the Midlands, founded in 2021. In 2023, they released their first album, Blagger, through the label Both Eyes Open, as well as a promo video for the song Broken. The band recorded their first EP at Maida Vale Studios.
Wow,
that's all right, isn't it? Where the John Peel sessions took place. Well, yeah, we knew that. Didn't have to say that, did they?
Some people don't know it.
You didn't.
Dave didn't know.
I didn't have to say that.
Even I knew that.
And they've played Rebellion Punk Festival. That's a big one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dot to Dot Festival, Off the Tracks Festival, Great British Alternative Music Festival, and have supported the Meths, Subhumans, Verucas, Conflict, Discharge, UK Subs, Penetration, and they also opened with the Vapors at the legendary 100 Club London in 2024.
Oh, there you go. How about that? That's great.
I haven't finished yet.
There can't be any more.
What's their name again?
Eric's London. Not Eric's.
Spelled ERYX. It's Eric's.
Don't know where the London bit comes. There must be a reason behind the name. Ali, let us know. So, the band have been played on BBC Introducing East Midlands, Louder Than War Radio, and Planet Rock, and are currently writing and recording new material for a new release in 2025. I'll tell you what Louder Than War said about them. That's John Robb's one, isn't it?
Yes,
Louder
John
Than
Robb's
War.
website. Yeah.
Okay. Louder Than War said, Eric's London are top flight, punch in the gut rock and roll with a plethora of new wave and alternative college rock in their repertoire.
There we go.
Right?
Sounds like Luke's kind of thing.
Well, we'll find out in a minute. And Rebellion Punk Festival said, the voice of Eric's London has been described as having a brooding desperation that oozes post-punk aggression, which culminates in a totally original sound.
Whoa.
There we go. Their press release.
There we go. I also saw them described as PJ Harvey fronting Killing Joke, which is a pretty good description. But I listened to like the first half of the Blagger album, and it's really good. Exactly as you described, kind of post-punky, but a bit got a real kind of aggression in there, which I like.
You like
it's great.
Aggressive, don't you?
I do. It's a track called Parasite, which I really, really liked.
Put it on the playlist.
Great. I will indeed. I'm gonna.
But just carrying on from that, yeah, I had a listen. Yeah, I really liked it too. Sort of really grimy bass lines, like Tom Morello style guitar on some of it, you know, a bit weird. Yeah, no, I just thought it was, and it is just quite original, I think.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, and the video they were talking about is pretty cool. It's kind of got the singer kind of hanging from a light thing and various things,
Like
and
Eddie
you know,
Vedder.
rampaging around. Pretty good.
But specifically, what are they promoting? A gig, a specific gig?
Well, good job you asked, Dave. So they're on tour this year, and I've got the dates here.
They're playing Brighton soon, I think.
They are. So they're playing the Pipeline in Brighton on the 7th of June, which I'm going to try and get along to if I'm not doing anything. So
very soon.
They're also playing Punk for the Homeless, Bunkers Hill in Nottingham on the 28th of June. The Fox and Newt in Leeds on Friday the 4th of July. TJ Saw in Nottingham on Thursday the 10th of July. And on Saturday the 12th of July, Dalston's in Brighton and Sleazy Festival. There you go.
Yeah, no, I really liked it. I thought it was really cool.
Do they have bongos in it?
Don't have bongos. Bongo plays the bass, I think. if he's not blowing his nose, if he's got time in between blowing his nose, he manages to put out a few bass lines now and again when they're playing.
I hope it is Bongo.
Yeah, I hope it is too. Nice guy, Bongo.
Yeah. He
used to call potatoes tatties. He refused to call them potatoes.
Good on him.
Yeah.
So do I. So thanks so much to Eric's London for sponsoring this week's podcast. We'll put a link in the show notes so you can go and check them out. Go and check them out.
Yeah, everyone, check them out. Have a listen.
Yeah, check them out. If they're playing near you, just go along. Go and have a listen. Go on Spotify. Give them a listen. Go and check them out. Eric's London.
ERYX.
This week's sponsor. ERYX. Oh, also, Simon from Fierce Panda just said, can you quickly mention that Rialto's tour? So I am. Rialto.
Did he say it's 25 quid?
Well,
we'll give him a freebie.
Mind you, he did come on.
Yeah, he did come
on for free. He spent like an hour and 20 minutes of his time for free.
Yeah, we'll let him off then.
So yeah, they've got a lot of data. I'm not going to read all the dates out, but if you go on to rialtomusic.com, you can see where they're playing. But they've got a lot of dates. They're playing with Supergrass and Sleeper as well. So go and check out rialtomusic.com. A new album. I still haven't had a good listen yet, but that's out as well, isn't it? So.
Can you just let me have a few clicks? I need to set my status.
Yeah, go
One moment.
What to come?
Don't say that. I will.
Right. Let's get on to this week's podcast. Well, we're on the podcast. This week's Wang. So yeah, I'll start off with a little thing about each one. Dave can tell us the weather. I'll go through the lineup.
Well, I'll tell you something first that you've probably both discovered that I'd forgotten. Of course, it's not every year, is it?
No, well, there's a couple of years missing. No,
leaves it fallow.
Fallow
it's
years.
A farm.
Yeah.
It's a working farm.
Before you start in the 90s, can I just tell you about the first one, just so people can get a bit of perspective?
Oh, is it going to be boring?
No, it's going to. Well, it will be boring, but it won't be long.
It.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man.
Go on then. Yeah.
So I'm not going to give a history. I'm just the very first one, just to give you an idea, to set the foundation. 1750, yeah. Michael Eavis's 40th birthday.
Jethro Tull.
Exactly. It started in 1970, and first one, 19th of September 1970. It was called the Pilton Pop, Folk and Blues Festival and took place the very day after Jimi Hendrix died.
I remember.
Think about that.
I remember that fact. Well, I remember now you said it. Yeah.
Their headlines were going to be the Kinks, but they found out it was on a dairy farm and they cancelled, replaced by T-Rex.
Hang on, you can't. So
what was their beef with the dairy farm?
Yeah.
Oh, nicely said. Well, that was exactly I think that was the problem. They're kind of famous vegetarians, aren't they? The Kinks? No, am I making that up? Well, they've got a line that says, "I'm a strict vegetarian," but I thought they were taking the piss in that line. In 8 Man, I don't want to die in a nuclear war. I want to sail away to
not vegetarian.
Vegan. If you're a strict vegetarian,
you drink
milk. They didn't have the word vegan back then.
Right, yeah. They would have been called strict vegetarians. Yeah. All right, fair enough. So they said,
wait.
"Fuck that,
I'm nearly
doing
just two more facts. So 1,500
Right.
tickets were sold, 1,500. Every attendant got free milk and ox meat, and it cost £1.
See, hang on. You got for £1, you got some milk, some meat,
Yeah,
and to watch
and
all the
T
band.
Rex. Yeah.
That's all right.
It's
Just
alright,
raw
innit?
meat.
Yeah,
They just had to rip it off the ox.
yeah.
They held an
Sure.
ox into the crowd, and you had to just rip it apart.
Frenzy. The hippies just tore it apart, man. So that's the first one. So fast forward to 1990. Neil, over to you.
Let's skip the 70s and 80s. We're into the 90s. So 1990, festival took the name of Glastonbury Festival of Contemporary Performing Arts for the first time.
What was it before?
1990.
Was it still the folk and
Probably
Pilkington
that Pilton thing. And that was to reflect the diversity of attractions within the festival. This is off the Glastonbury website, by the way. It's the 20th anniversary of the first festival, but unfortunately ended with a confrontation between the security teams and travellers.
Yes. The Battle of Yeoman's Bridge.
They were looting the emptying festival site, apparently. This resulted in 235 arrests and £50,000 worth of damage to property and hired plant. 1990 was the first year that a professional car parking team was employed to encourage.
You accuse me of going to be fucking boring.
I'm just reading.
What are you telling us this for?
So you had people parking their car for you, like valet parking?
No, I don't think so. But there was a crew
They
there.
just had people directing the cars in the best place to park.
The
Who gives a
first
fuck?
year.
Get on to the good stuff.
All right. So the attendance was 70,000. Tickets were £38, and a
I'm doing attendance.
Programs was £3.
I got prices as well.
Dave, what was the weather like in 1990?
Oh, well.
Yes.
Muddy.
Oh,
high of 18 only. Low of 7.
7?
Right.
At night,
That's
I guess.
Cold.
Yeah.
It'd be freezing in a tent,
Cold in
wouldn't
those
it?
bloody tents.
It would.
Especially
although
in the
Dave,
early
you've got
90s.
your jerkin back on today. Is it cold over there? I mean, I'm happy to see the jerkin again, of course, but is it cold over there?
It's a bit chilly. It's cloudy. Well, who headlined?
Well, I'll tell you who headlined. So they didn't have the other stage in 1990.
No,
it was just the pyramid stage. So I'm only gonna do the pyramid stage.
I'm doing the enemy stage or the other stage, but there was only one big stage in 1990. So yeah.
Friday, I'm going to go back to front. So Friday, Galaxy 500. This is pyramid stage.
It's great.
Pale Saints, Lush, former guest Lush.
Great.
Green on Red. No. Neville Brothers. Gary and Phil Neville on stage.
Brilliant.
They don't keep me ups.
Yeah. They were just doing throw-ins across the whole site. Throwing really far, couldn't they, the Nevilles?
Yeah, they were good at that.
What a sight. I wish I'd seen that. Adamski, brilliant. Fucking Adamski.
Man. Oh, man, I'm going to make notes on what to put on the playlist. Adamski is going on.
Jesus Jones, former guest. Seen them a few times this year. They're still going strong. And Friday, the Happy Mondays headlined the pyramid stage.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
I know. At the end of it, we've all got to choose the year we would go back to.
I've already thought of that. Yeah.
There you go. I've got mine as well.
Yeah.
All right.
It's 1990 for me.
You've ruined it now, haven't you?
Hold your horses. Hold your horses.
All right. Sorry.
You haven't heard the rest yet.
So on the Saturday, on the pyramid stage, Avalon Stompers. I presume that's some sort of Glastonbury collective.
The local,
Julian Cope, but it's got in brackets no show, so not Julian Cope. Delamitri.
Oh.
James. Oh, sit down.
Yeah.
Pre-O sit down, though, probably. De La Soul. That'd be good.
De La Soul,
Sinead
really?
O'Connor.
That's really cool. Yeah.
And The Cure headline the Saturday.
Fucking hell, it's how can 1990 be beaten?
Well,
we'll see.
Maybe it can't. Sunday, World Party, Mano Negra, Hot House Flowers, Deacon Blue.
Oh, man.
Flaco Jimenez.
Yeah.
I think I'd have left on the Saturday.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have got to see Flaco Jimenez or Ry Cooder and David Lindley.
Mm.
Aswad.
That's right.
I saw them.
So
not
this
long
is
ago.
like I always say, the 90s hadn't started, right? This is still the 80s. This kind of World Party, Delamitri, whatever. I think Deacon Blue are also on there, right? As well. This is AOP, right? Adult orientated pop. It's
Look at this. There's Sunday headliner, Ladysmith Black Mambazo.
Well, it was the debut of the world music stage as well. Well, that's a good
That'd
one.
be good,
They're
though.
great.
That on a
Yeah, that would be
summer
great.
afternoon. Mind you, it was
Yeah.
fucking muddy in 17, so
Yeah.
Well, 7 in the evening.
But very
Towards
much
your
the
report.
90s hadn't started, right? Hadn't started properly. That's such an 80s lineup.
Still very 80s, yeah. There's a bit of 90s creeping in with Jesus Jones were more 80s, weren't they? and Stuff, and a Happy Mondays.
And
yeah,
Lush.
it's more sort of 80s.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, Luke, what else happened in 1990?
That's all I got. Yeah. Well, the big news was the Battle of Yeoman's Bridge between the travellers and the security
the car park
and the car parking revolution as well. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's because it impacted. It was one of the reasons why there was no festival in 1991. Because it was they're going to leave it and because of the trouble the previous year as well. They wanted to have a bit of a timeout. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, one question.
Go on.
You know the pyramid stage? Do they dismantle that every year?
They used to.
They leave the frame.
They used to dismantle every year. I think partway through the 90s, they kept it permanent.
Yeah, and it's now they keep the frame. They get rid of all the outer bit. But they keep the main frame, I think.
Yeah.
Good question, Dave. So 1992, first year that the donations from the festival were made to Greenpeace and Oxfam.
How was the parking going?
It doesn't mention it this year. I presume it was a success the year before, so they kept it
Exactly.
going.
It's just so smooth, right? Don't need to mention it.
What was the ticket price?
Well, the ticket price, Dave, was £49.
£49. So it's already gone up £11 in 2 years.
Dave, what was the attendance?
The official attendance, 70,000.
Right.
Yeah,
that's all we want.
But that's the trouble, you know. We just don't know the over the fence.
Well, they do now, but
70,000 tickets were sold, let's say, but we don't know what the attendance was. Yeah.
But the weather was blinding. It was 26 degrees, dry, hot,
lovely.
No rain, and a low of 10.
Oh, mate, perfect.
And it was the debut of the Enemy stage in 1992.
Was indeed. Yeah, it was, which then became the other stage, right?
Yeah. It's 2 or 3 years of the Enemy stage.
So if you were basking in that beautiful sunshine in 1992, you'd have been treated on the Friday to Hugh Cornwell.
No. Anyone?
Kirsty MacColl, R.I.P.
Oh, great.
Run Rig, and then podcast favourites, the Senseless Things on the Pyramid stage on the Friday.
On the Pyramid stage, fucking hell.
Yes.
Well, they'd had their top 20 hits by then, right?
Yeah. So, what a treat. The Blue Aeroplanes, the Breeders, Television, Fishbone.
Television? In 1992?
That's what it says.
Bloody hell.
Fishbone, the Levelers, and then Carter headlined Pyramid stage on the Friday.
Unbelievable. Former guests. Oh, man. Incredible.
Well,
see, 92 is already better than 1990.
3 former guests on the Friday Pyramid stage.
Here we go.
Beat that at the podcast.
All right. Let's stick with days in. So on the Enemy stage, headliners, Primal Scream headlined it. I'm not going to give the whole list, but there was some good other dance stuff on there. The Orb, Gary Clayle. Back to the Planet.
Did Gary Clayle take his own new sound system? Or?
I think he probably did. Yeah, would have done. Would have brought it along with him. And 2 former guests also played on the Friday, Flowered Up and Censor.
That's right.
I think the price rise was justified, right? Because they got you got 2 stages.
Yeah, you got much more.
I think it's very justified. Yeah.
Also, we had the as you talked about last week, the famous mother murderer, Dr. Fives.
Dr. Fives.
He was there and all. Yeah.
Pre-killing his mum. He's probably thinking about it on the Friday, on the Pyramid stage on the Friday night.
Enemy stage. He was planning. He was planning it. Yeah.
Not funny, really, is it?
No, it's not. It's not. Matricide.
true,
Not a laughing matter.
I think he definitely killed someone. Whether it's his mum, I might not. I think it was his mum. But
like
that's
Nick
what
Cotton
I'm saying. A little bit, yeah. We tried to, didn't
Nick
he?
Cotton killed
tried
Dot.
to poison a dog.
Tried to poison Dot.
Oh, did he?
Bastard. He wanted their money. Saturday on the Pyramid stage, Madeline Jones, Chris Whitley,
Nope.
Joan Armour Trading. And this one's Ocean Colour
is
Scene
80s,
in 1992.
Ah, there you go. Huh.
That surprised
They must have been
me.
going for ages under the radar. Well, not under the radar, on the Pyramid stage.
Yeah.
Wow. Mm.
Well, I was on Pyramid stage, but yeah, quite low down the bill. But the Saw Doctors, I like a bit of the Saw Doctors.
Mm.
House of Love, good band. The Fall.
Yeah. Oh, on the Pyramid stage. The Fall on the Pyramid stage.
Yeah.
Imagine Marquis Smith shuffling around that in the bright sunshine with a fucking can of lager. That's brilliant.
James, who replaced the racist Morrissey, who cancelled.
Oh, right. Great.
So,
Well, because of that? Is that why he cancelled?
That's what it says here, because he was too busy being right now.
He had a National Front rally to attend.
James, again. James, they played, did they play the Pyramid stage? Yeah, they did as well. So 2 Glastos in a row, James, on the Pyramid stage.
They were massive, weren't they, James? They were.
Lou Reed, again, Saturday's headliner, Shakespeare's Sister. I like that song, but I can't.
Yeah, I mean, to be like the climax of the main day, of the middle day, that's insane.
That's madness, right?
Yeah.
Shakespeare's
Sister.
So, you'd probably have headed to the enemy stage where what's happening on the Saturday.
Well, the Shaman were headlining, and that would have been banging up
Keep
there,
coming
man. That
on,
would have been
didn't they?
amazing. Yeah. But you would have also been treated to former guests Lush and Cud. You would have had some shoegaze going on with Curve and Catherine Wheel. And you would have been also 1,000 Yard Stare and Midway Still, who I know a lot of people in the Facebook group are big fans of both of those bands. So you would have gone to the enemy stage, basically.
Yeah, I think so, pretty much.
Yeah.
So Sunday, got the Glastonbury Town Band. K-Passa.
K-Passa, what was that? Why do I know that? I can't remember.
Anyway,
Go on.
they were there. Or whoever.
Just means what's going on, doesn't it?
K-Passa.
Is it Billy Bragg and the Red Stars?
Nice.
Richard Thompson.
Oh, interesting.
Buddy Guy.
Oh.
Van
See,
Morrison.
this is when Michael was still in charge of the fucking lineup, right? This is before he handed it over to Emily. This is the problem.
I mean, Van
guys
Morrison.
from the 40s or whatever. Yeah.
Tom Jones.
Fuck
Maxi
off.
Priest. Use Nadal.
Oh, that's cool. That's great.
Was this Sunday?
Do you reckon Nana Cherry came on and did a guest spot?
Oh, was that before that song came? No, it probably would have been around that time.
Just about then. That was 90.
Yeah. So, yeah.
92 we're on now, so yeah.
She must have done.
Oh, that would have been good.
Anyone there, let us know.
There's a bit of a pattern though, isn't there? The Sunday set is quite different from the Friday, Saturday set.
Do you think they designed it to be mellower?
I think it still is a little bit, but it's a bit better now, isn't it?
Yeah. But again, you would have headed over to the enemy stage because
our listeners would have been at the enemy stage.
Right from the start, first band on, Dodgy, former guests. Imagine them starting the Sunday at Glastonbury, coming out with their sunshiny,
coming out for the summer
tunes. Exactly.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Followed by other former guests, Frank and Walters, again with their kind of nice, sunny, upbeat pop shit, man. That would have been brilliant, right?
Yeah.
Sunday at Glastonbury.
Great.
This is an amazing lineup. This whole Sunday is incredible.
Yeah, it does.
Then on comes PJ Harvey. Then my favourite, Spiritualized. Then Blur. Then Ned's Atomic Dustbin. And rather incongruously headlined by 808 State. It doesn't really fit in with the rest of the day, but not a bad choice, right?
Good. I mean, I saw 808 State at Shine and they were still great. Yeah, what a lineup.
Yeah.
For that Sunday.
Ned's, Blur, Spiritualized, Dodgy, Frank and Walters, insane.
Yeah.
Dave, come on, you still saying 90's the best? Is your new answer 92?
Yeah.
He's going to change it for each one.
He's going to.
It's annoying though, the thought of going on a Sunday knowing you've got to go to work the next day.
Yeah, I'd hate. Well, you'd have to take the day off, wouldn't you? That's the thing.
Yeah, it'd have to.
There's no point in pretending that you'll be all right for work the next day.
Can you stay an extra night, or do you have to unpack your tent on the Sunday night?
I think you can stay.
You can stay.
I'll give you a couple of days to clear
stay
out.
the Sunday night. Yeah, there's still stuff going on the Monday morning. Like there's still people cooking breakfast and that. Right. So should we head over to 1993?
Yeah, go on.
Dave, what was the weather like in 93 before I do my bit?
Yeah, Dave, what's the weather like?
Pleasant. Well, dry, warm, no rain. 24 high.
Oh, that's all right.
But 6.5 low, so it would have been.
Put a hoodie on in the evening.
In the tent.
Oh, yeah, it would have been. Yeah.
Festival continued to go from strength to strength, began to get into its stride as a successful and increasingly popular event. So this is when it started to be one of the festivals to go to, I think. Advance only tickets were sold out by mid-June.
Well, that's really late. It happened on the 25th
it's only
of June.
The week after.
25th to the 27th of June it was that year.
Yeah.
So that's not that impressive.
Not really.
But tickets, 80,000 instead of 70,000. So 10,000 more tickets than the previous year.
Tickets were £58.
£58. So we're going up pretty quickly, aren't we?
That's all right, though, isn't it? 58 quid for a weekend.
It's gone up 20 quid in 2 years. That's way above inflation.
It's getting much better, though, isn't it?
That's true.
Yeah.
It is getting better. Yeah.
Right. So 1993, Friday, Pyramid Stage, the four of us. I don't know if I can mention the next one. Rolf Harris.
What?
Can you tell what it is yet? Can you allowed to mention Rolf, aren't we?
Well, I guess so. But yeah, he had a.
It's not Voldemort.
He was cool in 1993, wasn't he?
He had that big. He was doing like the student circuit. Well, I bet he fucking
He
was. I wonder what attracted him to playing those freshers ball with 18-year-olds. I wonder.
They were way too old for him.
They probably were.
And then you had the Tragically Hip, Green on Red.
Again,
Green.
whoever the fuck they are.
Midnight Oil, that's a good one. I like a bit of Midnight Oil. Australian.
Again, it's like 80s,
favorites.
isn't it? Tragically Hip are like the most popular band in Canada ever, aren't they? Like all Canadians love the Tragically Hip.
Yeah.
I think the guy out of them died a few years ago. It was like a day of national mourning, basically.
Yeah. Velvet Underground.
What? How? What incarnation of the Velvet Underground was going in 1993?
I don't know.
That
doesn't
make sense.
That's what it says.
Oh man, I think
Robert
I would have.
Plant.
I don't know. Oh, fuck off! I hate Robert Plant.
I like his name. It's funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
Friday night, the fucking Black Crows headline.
Oh man, this is the worst year ever.
You could just show up Saturday.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know what happened on the Enemy stage. No, the Enemy stage was worth going for.
Well, it's really fucking good.
Yeah, it is.
So
amazing.
I won't tell you the whole thing, but headlined by Suede.
Yeah.
Suede in 93, man. Peak of their powers would have been amazing,
been
right?
Great. Better than the Black Crows, that's for fucking sure.
Sure. Also, Teenage Fan Club played on the Enemy stage as well. Again, in 93, I think like Grand Prix had come out by that point. Just so many good songs
huge,
they would have had.
Teenage Fan Club,
Belly, Auteurs, Neil's favourite, the God Machine, played on the Enemy
Can't
stage.
believe it.
And Leatherface were also there as well. So, I mean, it's great. It's incredible. It's like a whole different festival, isn't it? Considering the shite that was going on the Pyramid stage, it's like a different world.
Well, it's just as well designed then.
Yeah, I guess.
You don't want a conflict, do you? Because you can't be in two places at once.
Yeah, because the Pyramid stage was designed for people like Dave. And the Enemy stage is
all the boring old cunts can go and watch that. Yeah, and all the cool kids can go to the Enemy stage.
And I'd have just sort of fled in between the two stages.
Sure.
I'd have definitely been at Suede.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
But you're a big Floyd fan, to be fair. Right.
I would have got
So,
down the front at the beginning of the day and
but
stayed
on
there.
Saturday, Luke would have been rushing to the pyramid stage to see bare naked ladies.
Fucking hell. I wasn't expecting that.
Alison Moyet,
Oh, God.
Saw Doctors again, Hot House Flowers again,
Mm.
Christy Moore. That was all right.
Oh.
Lenny Kravitz, he was good back then, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Lenny
Yeah, it was
Kravitz.
big.
Yeah.
And then the Kinks, who replaced Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Huh.
Kinks.
I mean, they're one of the
93.
greatest bands that ever existed. I
Yeah.
don't know how they would have been in 93, but I mean, yeah, it's
Yeah.
got to be worth seeing them, hasn't it?
Well, it'd be like watching Blur now or something, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
They'd
I guess
probably be
so.
younger than that.
Probably.
Yeah. It's about
Yeah.
it's about the same. It's like 30 years, right? The Kinks were coming like
Mm.
64, 65.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
30
Would have been-
years.
yeah, similar
it's about
thing,
the
yeah.
same. Yeah.
So,
Oh,
Saturday,
man. Yeah, Bare Naked Ladies. What was their big hit? Did they do 1 week?
They-
Was that the Bare Naked Ladies?
the Chinese
That's what I've
chicken
got
one.
in my head.
They did
1
the
week
Chinese
since I looked
chicken.
at you. No, that wasn't them.
It was, wasn't it?
What was that? The Chinese chicken? Had a drumstick and my brain starts ticking, watching X-Files with the lights on.
Wasn't
makeup.
that them?
Was that the film? Was that them?
I think so. I think that's the same song. 1 week to the
It's fine,
same.
they all sound the same.
Oh, yeah.
Might
It
be.
is.
Maybe.
They did the
Um,
Chinese chicken song. You'd have been down there singing
Fucking
that.
hell. That is poor. That is poor. I mean, the Kinks would have been cool, but that's poor.
So what was going on the NME stage?
Well, the Orb headlined it. That would have been pretty fucking
Mm.
cool, man. Orb,
Yeah.
somewhere like Glastonbury is like perfect for the Orb, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Mm.
Yeah.
Stereo MCs, that would have been cool, right? Love a bit of them.
Yourself connected.
Yeah, I like them.
Dodgy again. Eat,
Yeah.
Adorable, who were a great band.
Yeah.
The Verve in '93, before
Ooh,
in the pre-Britpop
yeah.
version of Verve, man. That again, they're perfect. That kind of psychedelic-y, when they're still kind of psychedelic-y and cool, and
Yeah.
Glastonbury-y. But Jamiroquai.
Jamiroquai.
Jamiroquai,
I
right in the
wouldn't
middle.
mind. I'd have stayed
Yeah.
for that.
They still, I think, but at that stage they still had a little bit of being cool, but I don't know.
Yeah.
You've missed out the Osric.
There's still good songs.
I
Sam
didn't
won't be
make.
happy.
Sorry, I didn't write every single thing down. Okay,
No, I
Osric's
know,
were there
but
as well, weren't they? All
I
right.
know Sam was a big fan of the Osric Tentacles, so for him, I'll
Yeah,
put a-
yeah, I should have mentioned them. I
Yeah.
apologise. So not bad, not the
Mm.
greatest, but pretty
Yeah.
good, pretty good. Mm.
So Sunday, you wake up, you head down to the Pyramid Stage, see the Glastonbury Town Band again,
Sure.
the Bronte Brothers, Vartina, Grantley
No, really.
Buffalo,
Oh, nice.
Billy Bragg,
Again.
Van Morrison again,
Oh man, this is just
Baba
like old
Mail.
fuckers.
Barber Mail.
Who?
Barber Mail?
Barbara Marl. Mm.
Yeah, that.
Marl. Yeah, yeah.
Wynton Marsalis. Isn't he out of
Oh,
Pulp
wow.
Fiction?
He's a legendary jazz guy, but he's kind of like the the boring end of jazz. But he's a legend.
Galliano. Fucking hate Galliano. Everyone used to love them, didn't they?
Oh
Biggest
man,
pile
they're
of
the
shit.
ultimate kind of
I
90s
put them with
festival
Jamiroquai.
band. Yeah, they're the ultimate 90s festival fucking hippie shit band, aren't they?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
what was going on
that
at
is
the
a
NME
terrible
stage?
lineup all across
It's really
the whole
bad.
weekend for the Pyramid
I
Stage.
think that's the worst one yet.
Yeah. So, but again, if you had headed over to the NME stage, you would have been greeted by former guest Censor again, Sebadoh, incredible band, Mega City 4 were on,
Yeah.
Porno for Pyros, Lemonheads in '93
Yes.
in the middle of the day
That'd be
would have been
good, wouldn't it?
incredible, and
Yeah.
headlined by the amazing Spiritualized. So that would have been a fucking brilliant day, basically.
Yeah, that would have been good. And Dr. Fives was back there, still planning his
Is he back again? Is he?
Still
Yeah,
plan-
still plotting. What do you reckon to the Lemonade's new single?
I like it. I
Yeah, me
like
too.
I
it.
haven't heard it.
No,
It's
good.
very them. It just
Yeah.
there's something about it must be the chord sequences, but you can just tell it's the Lemonheads, which is don't know how you can do that with a song, but you can. 1994, Dave. What was the weather like in '94?
Dry.
Is that all you got?
Well, it was just dry. Doesn't say sunny, but it was warm.
Dry and warm.
Good enough.
Warm and dry.
and
Yeah.
warm.
That's a nice one.
Yeah.
Okay, so on the 13th of June 1994, the famous Pyramid Stage burnt down in the early hours of the morning.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But luckily, a replacement was provided by a local company who provided stages for the Enemy and Jazz stages.
Ah, so it wasn't during the festival.
No,
It was
It
just
was
before
a
it.
couple
So
of
the
weeks
festival was
before.
end of June, so it's like a week before.
Yeah.
It's the first appearance of the big old wind turbine. Do you remember that? It used to be beside the main stage.
No.
Don't remember.
It used to be a massive wind turbine next to the stage.
Why used to be? Why is it gone?
Well, I don't think they have it anymore.
This is like the fucking parking situation.
Channel 4 televised it for the first time.
Really?
Hang on.
94? Oh,
This is
God, here
brilliant.
we go.
This is brilliant. On the Saturday night, there was a shooting incident involving 5 people, but no one was
What?
badly hurt.
Okay. They must have been a really bad shot.
But it was the first
Yeah.
death in the festival history as a young man was found dead from a drug overdose.
Oh, no, that's terrible.
Yeah,
Although, I mean, it's pretty amazing, right? So if you've got 80,000 people in one place at any one time, you know, statistically,
and only one person.
there's a high likelihood
with all
that,
that
you know, something's
alcohol
going to
and
happen,
drugs.
right? Yeah. Even just doing nothing, statistically, something's going to happen to someone, right?
Yeah, just overheating
So,
and stuff.
yeah.
You know, it was warm and dry. So, and the
It was.
tickets were £59. So they put them up by £1.
Yeah, that's fair. See, that's fair. I don't mind that. Yeah. 80,000 tickets still, by the way. So it's growing, but keeping at a pace. Yeah.
Right. So looks like they've finally sort of thought to themselves, hang on, we should probably do something about the pyramid stage.
Oh, God, I hope so. Again, so to think, this is 94, right? We're building up to Britpop. It hasn't happened.
94.
It's just happening, right? So girls and boys would have come out.
It's just bubbling underneath.
It's bubbling underneath. It would be just almost about to burst out. Keep that in mind.
This was the big year, wasn't it, of the over the fence influx?
Yeah, this was where Levellers had their record attendance of.
Okay. Because that 94 was it? All right.
Yeah. Right. So on the pyramid stage on the Friday, I had Dread Zone, Ian McNabb, Blind Melon past guests. Blind Melon were there.
Wow.
Saint Etienne, World Party.
I really, really, really don't like Saint Etienne.
I
don't know why. Do you, Dave? I bet you like
poppy,
them.
aren't they?
Maybe that's
I don't
it.
know. I mean, they're all right.
Yeah.
Don't mind them.
I really don't like their music. It really annoys me.
Third on the bill. Third from the top on the bill. Shit Doctors. That was when they were massive, though, wasn't it?
That must have been. Yeah, they had the single when they were booking. The single must have been there. Yeah.
But then Rage Against the Machine. That would have been good, wouldn't it?
Whoa.
Rage Against the Machine. And then the Levellers. Yeah, so it was Rage Against the Machine.
Oh man,
Levellers.
Those two together. That would have been great.
And that was with the huge crowd as well. So it would have been mental, wouldn't it?
Yeah. All right, they're redeeming themselves.
Imagine being there and having paid for a ticket. That'd be annoying, wouldn't it?
You'd be annoyed, wouldn't you?
Only 1 in 4 people paid for a ticket.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but you get to see Rage Against the Machine support the Levellers.
What was going on the Enemy stage?
Well, apart from the headliners, which was the Pretenders, which seems completely out of step and out of time.
Brass
and out
in
of place.
pocket.
Brass in pocket. What does that mean? Money? Is that what that means? Brass in pocket?
I think so.
Yeah. Why don't they just say that?
No.
People like the Head Pretenders, don't they?
Yeah.
I think like on the surface, like I want to like. I think Chrissy Hynde's cool, but they're just their music's boring. But apart from that, there's some incredible bands. So Manic Street Preachers.
Yeah.
Beastie Boys on the Enemy stage, man. As well as L7.
Bricks heavy.
I would have. They are heavy, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially many of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to be a hod carrier, would you? Or what they call
No. Is that still a job, a hod carrier? Don't they have pulleys and shit now?
Yeah, I think
AI now, isn't it?
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it?
Robots
taking it away.
Yeah. If you were a hod carrier, Dave, how many days do you reckon you'd last on the job?
Well, I'd have to build up. I'd start with 1 brick in the hod for a week.
You'd get
and then
sacked.
go to 2.
You'd be sacked.
If they give me time to build my strength
No.
up.
Hang on, there's no point in having a hod if you're just
grab your
gonna
hard
carry
hat.
one-
The bricks
one
are over
brick.
there. Lunch breaks at 12. Go. Well, how many days do you reckon you'd last as a hod
Yeah.
carrier? Full
Well,
on.
if you're saying they wouldn't give me any lateral at all, no,
No.
that's not the
No,
right word.
why would they?
You
Then
just
I
gotta
wouldn't
put the
last
hod
a
up.
minute. I'd be immediately sacked. But I did do a bit of manual labour at uni, and
Yeah.
that was probably the strongest I ever got. Just after a
Mm.
few days of that, you get strong
Yeah.
pretty quick.
Yeah.
Wanking
Yeah.
your professor off.
What the fuck?
Was that the job?
No, actually, as part of the job, we
Yeah.
went to Glastonbury because I was on the
Hang on, kept that one quiet.
I was on the uni ball committee, not committee, but the
All
team,
committee.
and we drove down to Glastonbury to borrow their rugs, like hundreds of rugs. And they were really heavy.
Rugs are heavy. That's the
Yeah.
alternative title for L7's album.
And that brings us back round to L7.
Also, Boo Radley's Deus, Tool as well played on the Enemy stage as well. Again, seems kind of slightly incongruous, but so apart from the Pretenders, another great day. I mean, for me, L7 would have been the one to go, and the Beasties, man, at a smaller tent would have been amazing.
Yeah, it would have been good. Was it a tent? I think it was still a stage.
It's a stage. I think it was a stage rather than a tent.
Yeah. But yeah. Right. So on the Saturday, you got Little Axe, Yar Wobbles, Invaders of the Heart, Grantley Buffalo, Ride.
Again. Ooh.
Dwight Yoakam.
Country
Galliano
guy? Is he a
again.
country guy?
Think so. Galliano.
Yeah. That high up on the pyramid stage?
Yeah. Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds.
Not bad, but
Good.
again, like, not exactly like, festival fare, is it? It's not exactly getting everyone up and, dancing.
No. Paul Weller.
Oh, Paula in 94. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty
Stanley
good.
Road, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that
Yeah,
was
I think it would have been
95.
around there. Wildwood, maybe? Was it around
Yeah.
Wildwood time?
Yeah. He was definitely having a resurgence.
He had some great songs around then, didn't he? Brilliant.
Well, I don't like him, but yeah, I'll take your word for it. Elvis Costello and the Attractions headlined.
Yeah, good to get some Americans in.
Yeah. not great.
It's a callback
Saturday.
from last week.
Friday was better than the Saturday.
Okay. Yeah, this pyramid stage is still poor, isn't it?
It's not great, is it?
Yeah. No.
Come on, what's going
Heads
on?
up to the Enemy stage though, and again we got Censor, we got 90s festival favourites, Trans Global Underground.
Oh, they played my
hippie.
Yeah, they played my
LSD
Freshers
shit.
Ball.
Yeah, brilliant, man.
Good.
Although you would have had to put up with M
yeah.
people.
I saw that.
Yeah. Apache Indian, that would have been good, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would have been good. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's cool.
M people.
Bjork was there as well. And Orbital headlining. So again, perfect kind of Glastonbury Saturday night kind of. Yeah, man. Yeah. There. Well, for people listening, Neil's waggling his fingers on each side of his forehead in a poor approximation of the kind of the torchlights that Orbital wear on their head when they're DJing.
That's a good description.
Yeah, I just thought, ABBA Voyage? Have you heard of it?
Voyage.
It's like, it's like a
the
show
holograms.
with
they're
hologram
like
ABBAs.
holograms.
Yeah. I didn't know it was called Voyage. I know what it is. Yeah.
We should set up one for Glastonbury, like for these vintage years, like a hologram experience.
Would
you right?
Old bands
just recreate it.
Yeah, we could hire Glastonbury during the time when Glastonbury's not on, and do that.
And we could recreate each
vintage
one.
Glastonbury.
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
Will we have to recreate it as it was back then, or can we change the lineup? Because I don't want to put
that has to be exactly.
No, we can't.
Oh no, you can change the. Yeah, you can sort of pick the best.
So we could just
lineup.
we could do like just one, but we could have like a 90s the ultimate 90s
The ultimate
Glastonbury.
90s
Yes.
hologram festival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah,
has to
alright.
be the actual experience of that time.
So we need to
Yeah,
get the
yeah,
video
yeah.
footage from that time.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
You can recreate it.
Let's sort that
Yeah.
out.
All right.
Cool.
You know, you get on that, Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sunday, Glastonbury Town Band again.
Yeah, of course.
Tinder Sticks,
Oh,
Mary
wow.
Black, Lemonheads on the Pyramid stage on the Sunday.
Oh, they
afternoon.
graduated to the pyramid stage. That's great. Yeah.
That's all right. Jackson Brown,
Mm.
Johnny Cash.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. That would have been
Very
cool.
good.
When did he die?
Johnny Cash.
Not that long ago, was it? Really?
When did he do like the
10
90s
years ago?
Downs thing and stuff? When would he do those?
It was about
those
10 years
recordings?
ago, I think.
Yeah.
I reckon about 10
Yeah.
years ago.
He had a big late career resurrection, didn't he, with that Hurt
Mm.
cover and all of that. It's fucking amazing though, right? Really good.
Oh, it's great, yeah. And the video in this little
Yeah,
hut
when
with
he's
his
just an
missus.
old guy, basically.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
and his wife's there and stuff. Yeah, it's amazing. James had so that must have been Sit Down, right? 1994.
Late. Yeah.
Maybe, all that sort of stuff.
Sit Down was earlier. That must have been like late. Yeah.
Lucky Dube.
Are you spelling doob? Like doobie?
D-U-B-E.
Lucky
Dube.
Doob. they're
He's a
high
South
up on the
African-
Sunday
he's
night
a-
on the festival stage.
He was the second to last. He's a South African reggae musician and Rastafarian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds kind of cool,
Lucky
but I mean,
Dube.
to be that high up, yeah.
And then on the Sunday, Peter Gabriel headlined. That would be good.
Fuck off.
I like a bit of Peter Gabriel.
Oh, that would be
piss
good, wouldn't it?
off.
Yeah.
No.
I like it.
God, boring. Michael, mate, hand over to Emily as soon as possible. You've lost it. You've lost it, mate. It's time to let go.
What's going on the NME stage then?
This is probably the finest lineup ever, basically. So
Yeah, it does
I
look
think
good.
I think
Oh,
I've
it's
got. I
amazing,
wrote
actually,
the
yeah.
whole thing this time for the first time. I wrote the
It's
whole
amazing.
lineup.
It is amazing.
First one I've never heard of, Burning Glass, but
No.
after that we got Rub Ultra.
Yeah, I like a bit of
good
Rub Ultra.
Welsh band from back in the day. Tiny Monroe, cool little indie band. But then it all kicks off. Next on stage, Echo
Yeah.
Belly, followed by Oasis, followed by Credit to the Nation, followed by Chumbawamba, boo, followed by Pulp, In Spiral Carpets, Radiohead, Blur, Spiritualized again.
Yeah,
what
that's
the
good.
actual fuck?
Was
I
that
wrote
one
on my
day?
notes, wow,
That
and
was
3 exclamation marks.
one day,
I wrote
that
on
was
my notes. One
Band
day,
after
one
band.
stage.
Pulp, In Spirals, Radiohead,
Pulp,
Blur,
In Spirals, Radiohead,
Spiritualized, one
Blur,
after the other.
Spiritualized, all in a row.
Bosh.
Fucking
Fucking
hell,
hell.
man.
Very good, isn't it?
Fucking hell. Yeah.
Yeah, that is
By
good.
the way, back on Chumbawamba. So listener John was listening to last week's, and he said
Yeah.
Anarchy's not their first album. He said, I need to listen to the first album, which is called Pictures of Starving Children Sell Records, which is a great title for an album. And he said, you need to listen to that, which is really good. So I will. I haven't done so yet. Only told me a couple of hours ago. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to listen to the debut and I'll give that a try. But what the fuck? Oasis as well. Echo Belly.
Yeah.
All on the same stage in the same day. That's unbeatable, right?
Yeah, pretty good.
So again, right. So Britpop is just about coming, right? All of these bands. But at this time, this is 94, right? This is a year of the new wave, right? Echo Belly, they were kind of put in with that scene at the time.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's just kind of pre-Britpop.
Yeah, Britpop, it
man.
wasn't a thing yet, but it was about to
No.
become one.
Yeah.
Dave, what's the weather like in 1995?
Wow. This is weird. It says it was baking sunshine,
Oh, baking sunshine.
but the high was a mere 22, so that doesn't quite add up.
It's quite hot.
Very pleasant. Not baking.
So
though, is it?
95, peak of Britpop.
Okay, but
So I'm expecting big things on a pyramid stage, Neil. Come on, don't let me down.
Eurythmics.
Demand
Sam
for the
Fox.
tickets had never been so intense, and the event was completely sold out within 4 weeks of the ticket release date. So this is when
There we
it
go. We're still on 80,000 tickets, by the way.
the start of people clambering for Glastonbury tickets.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of an intense joke, but I couldn't. make it work. Luke's help with that.
You know, there's the old joke about sex camping, isn't there?
What's that?
Well, it's that's the joke. Isn't it? Sex is supposed to be better when you're camping. It's intense. It's intense, right?
But anything
Like,
could be,
good one.
couldn't it?
Thanks.
Yeah. The tickets have gone up from £6 though to £65.
Reasonable still.
Still
Right?
reasonable. Still
Yeah.
reasonable. So what are you getting for your £65? Well, on the Friday on the Pyramid stage, Spearhead, Censor, Osric Tentacles, Lightning Seeds, War, Sinead O'Connor, Soul Asylum.
That's a pretty good lineup. That's not
They were
bad at
bad
all.
when I saw them. Hang on, I haven't finished.
Oh,
Black Crows.
again.
But
Luke likes them, doesn't he?
Friday night headliners, Oasis. So they've gone from like halfway down the bill
wow.
on the NME stage on 94, right up to the festival headliners, basically.
Yeah.
That's
incredible. They still haven't released What's the Story yet, have they?
No, but
Just
definitely
about
maybe.
to.
Oh yeah, it must be just about to.
That's it. I just looked it up. Do you know Black Crows released an album last year called Happiness Bastards? I was trying to think of the name just now. I knew they had a funny name.
They are bastards.
Happiness
That name
Bastards, the name
sucks.
of their last year's album. There you go. Anyway, so Oasis headlining the Friday night. Wow. Imagine that, right? Like the previous year, they were behind Credit to the Nation on the NME stage. Then they're headlining. What a year, man.
Rise that year.
Yeah, well, yeah. Although slow burner, as you claimed.
Yeah, they are.
On the NME stage Friday night in 1995. Again, it's a doozy. It's a Britpop fiesta. It's a cornucopia of Britpop, exactly. Dodgy, Skunk Anansie, Supergrass, Weezer, Sleeper, Belly, The Offspring, and The Prodigy headlining that. Glasto. Imagine that in a field.
But that was
Friday
when the
night.
Prodigy were at their peak, I think.
Yeah,
man. That's got to be the best thing to sit at a festival.
The Prodigy live.
Yeah.
I've seen them a few times back in the day. They were fucking brilliant.
Well, I've said it before, but yeah,
I think
saw
they're
them
the best live
at Nebworth, and they blew everyone away, basically.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Incredible. Yeah.
Even though they just commanded the whole, 120,000 people. They just commanded the whole place, man. It's incredible.
They've got the loudest sounds, haven't they? They can just play a sound really loud, and they've got everyone's attention.
I guess. Yeah.
They're just good.
Bounce going, man. It's brilliant. So and the NME stage is fucking still on
bouncing.
it. Yeah,
right.
Bouncing.
Saturday.
Although the Offspring played as well.
Yeah, but they were good then.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Saturday on the Pyramid stage, Everything But the Girl. Jeff Buckley.
Jeff Buckley, really?
Jeff Buckley fan, really, but
is he still alive? When did he die?
Well, not in 1995.
Obviously, I guess. Obviously, he was. Weekend at Bernie's him up onto the stage.
Maybe it was that year. Boo Radley's, Jamiroquai again, PJ Harvey, Orbital on the Pyramid stage. That would be good.
Yeah.
And then famously, Pulp replaced the Stone Roses in 1995.
That's right. Triumph.
It was a legendary performance. Yeah.
What happened to the Stone Roses?
They probably fell out with each other like they always do.
Or was that when they broke up?
I'm not sure if they broke up then, but
I think they. I don't know.
Maybe they did. Yeah.
Maybe.
But yeah, anyway, Pulp replaced them, and it was a legendary performance.
Yeah, putting them on the map.
Stage.
We talked about it when we talked about different class, but yeah, it was kind of the beginning of their ascendancy to Britpop royalty. I think.
What a lucky break then, eh?
Yeah,
getting that slot.
Yeah. And over on the NME stage, we got former guests, Shed 7 and Ash, both playing, one after the other, as well as Reef. Thankfully, Galliano's been demoted to the NME stage. That's good.
They're still there though.
It's not really a demotion, is it?
I guess because it's much better, isn't it?
Yeah, this stage it's a promotion.
Sure. I talked about them on the Facebook group recently, but live also played.
Told you they were good.
They were so shit. I wrote a post. Well, I wrote a response to it. Someone posted about lives, and I thought I'll have a listen finally. And it was so bad. I can't even describe how bad it was. It was post grunge at the time of grunge. It was like proto post grunge. It was awful.
I quite like it.
What is there to like about it? It's the most churning, fucking dull. I can't even describe how boring it was.
Hey.
Shite.
The Shaman
and the Shaman were headlining. Yeah, they did. And Urge Overkill played, which would have been cool.
Yeah, that's good. So Sunday, Bacon Art, innit? Bootleg Beatles.
Yeah,
they're good. I've seen the bootleg Beatles. They are. I don't really like the Beatles, but they do sound like.
I think they played Nebworth as well, didn't they? Bootleg Beatles.
Yeah, they are good. Saw Doctors again. Tanita Tikaram.
What was her big hit? I Feel the Earth Move under my feet. Is that Tanita Tikaram?
No.
Twisting My Sobriety.
Twisting My Sobriety. That's a brilliant song.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
you'd
great.
have enjoyed it then. Tanita Tikaram.
Well, I only like that song. Apart from that.
And then you'd have also stuck around for Page and Plant.
Oh no.
I love Page and Plant.
Oh, they were massive, weren't they? Because it's basically just Led Zeppelin, wasn't it? Pretty much.
Man. With
Simple Minds.
Ice cream hair. They were still alive and kicking in 95.
I didn't think they were in 95. But I think they had a bit of a comeback. Yeah.
Clever, wasn't it?
And the Cure headline was Sunday in 95. So that would have been good.
You wouldn't have liked that.
Oh, the Cure?
Yeah.
You hate them, don't you?
Yeah. I was at my goth stage here, wasn't I?
Your goth stage, yeah. Yeah, you're legendary. Okay, but
Sunday looks
I think
good
the enemy stage.
Right?
I think it beat it. It's close to beating the 94 lineup on the Sunday.
Yeah.
So Strange Love, my favourites, Menswear without Gene, Veruca Salt, The Verve, The Charlatans, and Elastica headlining when they were at their peak in 95, right? That would have been absolutely incredible. Short, sharp, perfect songs, man. Also, unlike other areas of the festival, this is when like the Bristol Sound was going on. So Chemical Brothers, Tricky, Massive Attack, Portishead all played Glastonbury as well in 95.
Yeah.
Oh, love all of those.
Good.
Yeah.
96, we had a fallow year. So what happened in 97, Dave?
With the weather. Oh, man. 97 was the worst year.
The rainy one.
Known as the Year of Mud.
Yes.
Year of Mud.
The Year of Mud.
And a mere 16 degrees. I don't... That's the thing that's always put me off Glastonbury. Just the risk of a year like that. I'll
tell you all about it in 98 because I went till 98 and I can tell you all about a wet year at Glastonbury. Yeah, I'll tell you all about it. But for 97, torrential rain, the Year of Mud. Undeterred, festival goers boogied in their boots to more live performances.
I hate the word boogie. It's one of the most disgusting words going. Yeah.
The site expanded. That's interesting.
What's happened to the park?
It got bigger.
The parking got bigger.
No, the whole festival got a bit bigger.
Right.
There's more. I think this is when they start putting all the other weird shit in, like dub henge and stuff. Yeah. So the attendance was 90,000 this year.
I did 10,000
Tickets
people.
have gone up to £75.
It's a big jump in 1 year. But again, if you're doing more stuff, if there's more to do.
Included in that is an official program for free. So.
Oh, well.
Do you get camping for free? Or do you have to pay extra?
Yeah, I think that's included in the price.
Yeah, only if you're camping in like the camper van bit, but you don't pay for just the normal.
So basically, you get 3 nights accommodation and all that for 75 quid.
Yeah, it's
good, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's good by today's standards. At the time, it's quite expensive.
I don't know if it's the same anymore, but you could take your own beer and stuff. You just buy like massive crates of beer and take them in. Right, so Pyramid Stage on the Friday night. This is more like it. Fish.
Fuck off.
Echo and the Bunnymen.
Oh, they're good, aren't they? I like them.
Terrorvision, Dave, your
There we go.
favourites. The Levellers,
Now you're talking.
Yeah.
Beck,
good.
Supergrass, Smashing Pumpkins, and the Prodigy. Friday night.
Oh, mate,
Pyramid.
I
that
think
is a
this
good
lineup
lineup.
takes it for
Here
me.
we go.
It's good. It's
Yeah, this is looking promising. This is looking one of
It's
the
good.
best ones. All right.
Oh, but the
Except for
weather.
Fish. Oh, but the weather.
Spoiled it.
Yeah, which, Luke, tell us about the
Now,
other stage.
well,
Started
over on the
late.
enemy stage, because of the weather, it started late. So there were only like 5 or 6 bands played because there
right.
wasn't enough time because it started late.
Yeah.
So Reef headlined, but there was also Ash again. Former guests, the Seahorses played, as well
Yeah.
as Placebo and Seahorses
favourite.
parody band, the Shire Horses, which is Mark and
I
Large,
like the
basically.
Shire Horses, Michael.
But yeah, started late because it's too rainy,
too wet.
basically.
Too wet, simple as
wet.
that.
But that would have been good. Placebo, yeah, great.
So you wake up all wet and soggy.
Yeah.
You head over to the pyramid stage. You've got the Wanna Dies, Republica,
Ooh.
Former
Long
guests.
Pigs, Long Pigs, yeah. Ray Davis made a bit of an appearance. Cast, Dodgy, Ocean Colour Scene. So this is when Ocean Colour Scene must have.
Yeah, the day we caught the train must have been out by then, right?
92. What was happening then? They must have done something then. I don't know. But
And
Radiohead, the legendary performance. On
okay,
the pyramid
so
stage on the Saturday.
97 we're on to. Okay, Computer came out in 97, right?
This is supposed for most people. Well, for many people, it's the best ever headline performance at Glastonbury.
Oh, is it considered? Is it widely considered that? Is it?
It is widely considered. And the interesting thing about it is Radiohead famously hated it because they couldn't hear what they were doing on stage, but the audience
out
loved
there.
it.
Yeah,
That'd be horrible, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, that's what I said.
Say
I
that again.
don't really
Radiohead.
like OK
Who else?
Computer.
That was a good lineup. This is looking good.
Ocean Colour Scene, Dodgy, Cast. Yeah, it's
great.
Good. Long Pigs as well. They were played.
And over on the it's called the Other Stage now. It's renamed the Other Stage
right,
from the Enemy Stage, but pretty bloody good.
A bit lazy.
Jonathan Fire Eater. Can I tell my boring story about Jonathan Fire Eater again? Nick Zinner from the Yeah Yeah Yeahs came up to me at a gig and asked if I was in Jonathan Fire Eater.
Right. Did you
And
say
were you?
yeah?
He's like, "Hey man, are you in Jonathan Fire Eater?"
Are
I'm
you?
like, "Oh no, sorry, man. Got the wrong person." I
It's
said,
pretty cool.
I'm just a generic indie bloke. That's it.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't doubt that I look like him, but yeah, not me.
Yeah.
My favourites. I think all of our favourites. Silver Sun again.
Yeah.
Imagine
good.
their sunshiny
Silver
pop in the middle of that deluge of rain. Eh?
Yeah.
Dub War, 60-Foot Dolls, Geneva, Stereo Lab. Oh, Nana Cherry. Fucking hell, man.
That would have been
great.
good.
Chemical Brothers and Cooler Shaker headlining on Saturday. So
Tatva.
Tatva. They were good, man. That was good.
I
That
like
Less Than
Cooler. I
K
don't
came
mind
out.
Cooler
It was
Shaker.
great. Yeah.
Don't mind Cooler Shaker. Hang on. What's happened here then? So on the Sunday on the Pyramid stage, you got Billy Bragg, Sheryl Crow, Van Morrison again, Stink.
Van Morrison's played Glastonbury more times than any other artist. There's a fact.
Has he? Oh, sounds like
8 times.
From this thing.
He's got the tunes, hasn't he?
Like what?
Has he? He's got one, hasn't he?
What's the
Brown
Van
Eyed
Morrison
Girl.
song?
Yeah, one.
Brown Eyed Girl. Yeah.
Moon Dance, is it? Or something?
Moon Dance.
No.
That's it. Yeah.
And all the
Right.
others
All the others.
on his best of CD.
But
Yeah,
you
so
got Astral Weeks, right? That's supposed to be this great album. It's so bad. It's just boring. Yeah.
So there were 2 dropouts on the Sunday. Cooler Shaker replaced Neil Young.
Oh, right.
So they had a double hit. And so did
Sure.
Ash. Ash replaced Steve Winwood. Headline
Right.
on the
right.
Sunday. There you go.
go.
Played twice. Greedy bastards, didn't they?
Steve fucking Winwood, though. Who booked him in the first place? This is ridiculous. This is 97.
Who is he?
He
can't remember
was in
who
traffic, wasn't he? Is there like, oh
Yeah, who is it?
god,
I mean,
that's
it's
the
one of
most
those. I don't really know
boring-
what it is.
He's one of those people that are like good at the guitar, but really, really boring. One in those kind of boring guitar 70s bands with Eric Clapton in them. Oh God, I hate that. I hate that whole thing.
Yeah.
Man. Basically, the stage sunk. It was
What?
sinking throughout the whole day.
beg your
It was
pardon?
sinking throughout the whole day. So amazing band. So Perfume, Stereophonics, Travis, Gorky, Psychotic Monkey, Supernaturals, former guest Three Colors Red, and former guest Symposium, Super Furry Animals, Pavement, fucking live again, Echo Belly, Manson came on, but didn't play a single. They came on stage, but didn't play a single song because the stage rapidly began to sink even further into the mud. Yeah, but recovered. Well, they managed to stabilize it in time for the headliners. Dave's favorite, Blue Tones.
I bet Manson were annoyed then.
But what about that? Blue Tones,
it wasn't going to
Manson,
sink,
Three Colours
though,
Red,
was it?
Symposium, Echo Belly, Pavement, Super Furries. What a lineup!
It just wasn't going to sink. They should have just calmed down.
But it did sink.
Only a bit.
I don't know. I don't know what happened in the end. I don't know if it sank completely.
Like the Titanic.
Exactly. It probably sunk under the weight of Morris's misogyny.
Misogyny is pretty light.
That's why they played.
Not for some people.
Right. 98. What's weather like? Has it weather improved?
Well, you tell us now. You tell us what it was like.
Bloody awful.
You were there.
So I went with Edward. So he got us like special tickets because by then he was hobnobbing with the industry people. So I got him for free, and we got like in the backstage, not VIP, but we got better camping and stuff. But it was still shit, and it rained the whole time. And then we ended up leaving on the Sunday, so we didn't see any of the Sunday. It was just our tent was wet before we'd even put it up. It was horrible.
Shouldn't have pissed on it.
The problem when it's really wet is you can never sit down, so you're on your feet the whole time.
What if James?
Well, maybe if you'd taken better clothes.
I had a poncho.
A poncho's not
no such thing as bad weather, just bad preparation, Neil.
Yes.
Well, I'm just saying that's what makes the wetness horrible. Is you can't sit down anywhere.
You should have worn your fly fishing gear.
But it was literally like it was like, deep mud. It was horrible. It was really horrible, actually. But yeah, there were some all right bands. Friday on the main pyramid stage, My Life Story. Trying to get them on, that'd be good. Gomez, they were on. Finley K.
Oh, he's good. That's a good album out. That was brilliant.
Right.
Yeah.
Dave, your favourite Lightning Seeds? Pooh Fighters had just started to become popular then. So unfortunately they were there. James again.
Wow.
Second from top. And Primal Scream headlined it. I didn't go to the main stage. I went to the other stage. So Luke, you can tell us about the other stage.
Well, as well as I won't go through everything because there's too much, but as well as the other stage, they added a new stage called the New Stage, or New Band's Tent. Basically, was also added in '98. So I won't go through everything, but basically the other stage, the highlights: Embrace, Asian Dove Foundation. Former guests, both of those stepped in for Wycliffe Jean, who cancelled. So Asian Dove Foundation stepped in to replace him. Other former guests: Ultrasound, Rialto, all of the guests that have been on the podcast.
Ultrasound, they're not a former guest.
Oh, fuck! Forthcoming guests, Ultrasound.
All right. Yeah, that's
sorry. We've the interview's done. Forthcoming very soon. Forthcoming guests, Ultrasound.
Yeah.
Rocket from the Crypt, who I fucking loved. I saw them around this time. 98,
yeah, see, I just don't remember much of this because it was just such.
I bet you went to see fucking Matchbox 20, didn't you?
I didn't. No.
You did. But as well as that, there on the New Band's Tent, there was again former guests, Unbelievable Truth, as well as my favourite 6x7, Kristen Hirsch, Clinic. Oh man, Clinic played, and Ian Brown headlining. So loads of stuff going on, not on the pyramid stage, basically.
See, I don't remember any of Saturday either, so maybe we left on the Saturday. I don't know. But
you probably pissed out your head for the whole time.
Yeah,
I do remember some of the Saturday actually. Saturday we were still there. So on the pyramid stage on the Saturday, Tori Amos. I used to have a thing for Tori Amos.
Good for a festival, I reckon.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
reckon so too. Yeah, especially early on. Yeah, in the daytime.
Yeah, Stereophonics,
Mm.
Manson, so they got to play finally. Robbie Williams, that's right. I remember I watched Robbie Williams, I think. I
Right.
think I watched Robbie Williams.
Did he entertain you?
Probably did.
See what I did there? Clever, wasn't it? You have to say yes, Dave. You have to, yeah, thanks.
I did, yeah.
Thank you.
Tricky, and then Blur headline the Pyramid Stage on the Saturday.
Oh,
I don't remember them. I can't have seen them. I must have been.
You don't remember anything. You might as well have not been there.
I know.
Yeah. Oh man, that would have been great. That's
So
when
wet.
Tender, I guess, around that time of Tender. Oh man, amazing.
I'm not a Blur fan, am I? So.
Over on the other stages, highlights include Deftones, Kaniki, Marion, Corner Shop, former guests, Idlewild, Llama Farmers, loads of good stuff happening basically.
All right, so the Sunday, so I'd gone by now. Space, Tony Bennett, Sonic Youth. That would have been good on a Sunday. Bob Dylan, not a fan, but
Bob Dylan, really? Yeah.
Nick Cave's there again with his Bad Seeds, and then Pulp headlined the Sunday.
There you go.
So
why the fuck did you leave? Are you just too wet?
Just so wet. Just so wet and miserable.
Why don't you just get dry?
You couldn't. Where can you get dry?
I would have done. Just
Can't,
get dry.
It's impossible. If you've got a wet tent and all your clothes are wet,
It's a nightmare, isn't it?
You get dry.
They hadn't invented those self-drying clothes like in Back to the Future 2.
This was the 90s, man.
Yeah.
This was the 90s. I hadn't even invented microwaves yet, let alone clothes
They came out in like 1984, microwaves. Do you remember when they came out, microwaves? It was mental, wasn't it? You used to sell these like plastic trays you were supposed to use because it was too dangerous to use like your own regular plates.
Blow up, explode.
They blow up. Yeah, exactly. Do you know how the microwave was invented?
Go on.
Well, I don't know if it's true. The story goes that there's some guy was like, some scientist guy was experimenting with microwaves
like
for
Rick
some experiment he was doing. It was Rick Moranis, yeah, and he had a bit of chocolate in his shirt pocket, and it started melting when he was doing the experiment. And he's like, hang on,
I can melt.
Hang
stuff
on,
with this.
This is heating. Is that we could use this? And he
Why
invented
didn't it heat himself up? It would have heated him up, wouldn't it?
Just the chocolate.
He didn't need chocolate. He just felt himself burning up from the inside out.
Well, I guess he made the connection to food for him to invent the oven.
Okay.
Over on the other stages, our headliner, Joe Strummer and the Mescaleros, would have been great, with Divine Comedy headlining the new band's tent. My favourites, Magoo, also playing, and El Brutus, but also great stuff, Bentley Rhythm Ace, Audio Web, Feeder, and Neil, your favourite, Mighty Boss Tones. They played the other stage.
If I had to knock on wood, did they do that one?
Who's worse, Mighty Boss Tones or Bare Naked Ladies?
It's got to be the Bare Naked Ladies.
The what?
Bare Naked Ladies, isn't it? Chinese chicken.
Are they Canadian, Bare Naked Ladies?
Probably. All the worst bands come from Canada, don't they?
Do they?
Do
Pretty
they?
much.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm saying they do.
Yeah. Sure.
And
also, there was a dance tent as well in 98. So Life Deal at the All Stars, Fatboy Slim, Moby. So all the big beat shit was going on at this time, right? In 98. And Rolf was back.
Of course it was.
Fucking hell.
Yay. Yeah. Just, hanging out with
just think, he probably committed several offences during that event.
During this very Glastonbury that we're talking about. Yeah. It was a feast
probably
for him.
Going from tent to tent.
I bet he was offering people place to come in and get dry.
Having a go on his didgeridoo.
What a cunt he was. So betrayed by him.
Well, I told you, I've said before, when I was growing up, my most treasured possession was my signed photo of Rolf Harris.
Yeah, and I used to like Animal Hospital as well.
Never watched that.
He betrayed us.
I mean, Two Little Boys is still good though, isn't it? Two Little Boys still fucking gets me every time, man. It's beautiful.
He could draw, couldn't he? That guy. He knew what he was doing with his pencil.
Jake the Peg was a good song as well.
Okay, so
Last
let's close out the 90s. Let's do it. Dave, 1999, please tell us the weather's cheered up.
Oh, come on.
It was.
Good.
Oh, good.
Sunny,
We couldn't have
dry,
another year of
24
that, could we?
degrees, no
Oh,
rain.
brilliant.
Couldn't
No
have another
rain.
year of that.
Price has gone up to £83, by the way, but there's 100,500 tickets, so the capacity has gone up, and the price is up to 83. So it's gone from 38 in 1990 to 83 in 99.
You've done all of my bit.
Wow.
That was my
Let's
bit.
move on then.
Come on.
There's no ownership over bits.
Bloody, that was my bit.
Well, I was meant to do attendance figures, but
Right, well, if you got there, eagerly got there on the Friday to see what was going on, you'd have got the bare naked ladies again.
fucking hell.
It was so
Not
successful
again.
last time they brought them back.
On Friday, it was just a day full of acts starting with B. Bjorn Again, Bare Naked
Yeah.
Ladies, Blondie, Bush.
Oh,
Then
Blondie.
you had Hole. That would have been good, wouldn't it?
Oh, wow.
Hole.
In 99.
Beautiful South. Ugh.
Mm.
And then REM on the Friday headlining.
Oh, okay.
Was that? Yeah, I
I
mean,
like a
that
bit
would
of
have been good.
REM.
yeah, that would have been.
I
good.
think it would have been good in
99 they were
99,
alright.
maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, would have been good.
And Blondie. There's a couple of good
Yeah.
bands on there. Over on the other stage, Cooler Shaker headlining again. Queens of the Stone Age would have been great. Gay Dad played as well. They were great.
Yeah.
Brilliant band. Oh, I didn't write the names for the new tent, but other stuff. Cornelius, Death in Vegas. They're coming out around that time with that Cantina
David
Sessions.
Gray.
I love that album. David Gray. I bet you like a bit of David Gray, don't you, Dave?
He shakes his head, doesn't he?
He does
Neil
shake his
did.
head.
I didn't like
You
that
look a
David
bit
Gray.
like David Gray, Dave.
I can't look like him and Simon Mayo.
Well, somehow
Yeah.
you manage it. And also, Coldplay played early on in the new band's tent as well.
Yeah.
As well as regular Fries.
Yeah.
Oh, fries.
Regular ones.
Would you have a
Reminds me how
regular
hungry
fries or
I
a
am.
large fries? I'd always go for regular. There aren't too
Regular.
many, do you?
But
Yeah,
I
regular.
haven't
It's
had a
large. There's no
McDonald's
need for
since October 7th.
Oh, because of Israel.
Yeah.
Right.
Do they
Mind you, when we
support
went to see
Israel?
Smash, I was forced to have a couple of burgers, wasn't I, on the way home? So I broke it then.
Yeah,
I had no
At
choice.
least tried.
sure.
Saturday on the Pyramid stage, Billy Bragg again, Eliza Carthy, Beth Orton, Joe
That's a
Strummer
thought.
and the Mascaleros.
Mescalados.
Mascaleros. Ash, Texas, Underworld. That would have been good. And then the
Yeah.
Manics headline the Saturday.
Oh, really? Okay. That's pretty big.
Mhm.
Paul Oakenfold headlined on the other
that's
stage.
good. He played
Yeah,
my
yeah.
University Leavers Ball. He's good. I like Paul Oakenfold. What else?
Silver Furries, Cardigans, Hurricane
I was
Number
going to say
One.
the Cardigans.
Yeah, they played. Yeah, would have been good.
Yeah, because I saw them at V99 same year.
Oh, really? Same
Did
year.
you?
Okay.
I
They
really
must have
like
been doing the
Cardigans.
circuit that year.
Yeah. It was a good afternoon, sunny day band to watch.
All right. So if you'd stuck around for the Sunday, you'd have got Delirious. That was a Christian band, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah. they
Sounds
were
like it, doesn't it? Sounds Christian.
They're an English contemporary Christian band. That's right. Yeah.
There you go.
They had a few hits.
Why does
why
the
not?
Christian have to be mentioned? What's that
It's
got
part
to
of
do with it?
their identity of the band, isn't
That's
it?
what
I
they were
suppose so.
What they sing about. They sing about.
Yeah, they were like a
God.
church
Right.
band, weren't
Mm.
they? The Cause. played.
Christian rock's the worst genre. Is Christian rock worse than post grunge?
Pretty bad. Who was that
I
other
think
band
it's
that
got
had
to
a
be
big hit?
worse. It
It's an
must be.
American band that had a huge hit.
Oh, there's loads of American bands, Christian rock bands. Oh man,
The Cause were playing on the Pyramid stage on the Sunday.
wow, good on them.
Lenny Kravitz, Fun Loving Criminals, and Skunk Anansie headlined the Pyramid stage
Oh,
on the
that's good.
Sunday.
That's not bad.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
They were the only good
Okay.
one, weren't they?
But you can
rest
see
of
it
was
going
shit.
down a hill a little bit, though, can't you? It's kind of peaked, isn't it?
Yeah.
Although saying that, the Sunday or the other stage was really good. Kicked off top loader, perfect setting for Sunday afternoon at Glastonbury. Next up,
It's
Dog
not.
Star.
There's no good setting for that.
That's so good. Do you remember Dog Star?
Yeah,
Keanu
they were
Reeves'
good.
band.
That's right. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. My favourites, Delgado's, also Feeder, Tindersticks, Mercury Rev, and headlining the Sunday, closing out the festival, the mighty Mogwai. Oh man, that would have been a good day, except for
be a
top
good
loader.
one for a festival band, wouldn't it?
Yeah, especially closing
Mogwai.
out the Sunday night, man. That would have been great.
That's it, isn't it?
That's it. But just before we finish, I just want to I'm going to talk just quickly about this year's festival, just to kind of bookend the whole thing, right? So it started off in 1970, £1 permission, £1 admission with milk and meat
and
T-Rex. 2025 Glastonbury runs from the 25th to the 29th of June. 138,000 tickets, I think. Last year there were. You got the 1975 Neil Young and Olivia Rodrigo and Rod Stewart headlining. How much are tickets? Have a guess.
They're 370, aren't they? 370.
Neil, do you want to have a guess?
Oh, are they that much? I would have said sort of 280 or something.
Dave, you're pretty much spot on. £374. So, I mean, even when we left it in 83 up to 374, that is madness.
Thing is with that, I still think it's all right. It's all right value for all the bands you get to see. If the food and stuff wasn't so expensive inside, that's what they need to sort out.
If you still had the free milk and ox, then that would be a fine.
Or just if everything was reasonably priced, like you're paying at least 10, 15 quid for a hamburger in Glastonbury, I reckon. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's captured market, isn't it?
You can take your own food in, can't you?
You can take your own food, yeah. But
I know. I think that's a decent price. I
still think you're getting a lot for your money.
I think it's outrageous.
It's
outrageous.
No,
way out
if you
of line
compare
with
that to
inflation.
the Oasis tickets.
But that's ridiculous. They're both outrageous.
Yeah, but the Oasis tickets are more outrageous, in my opinion.
Because you're getting one band, but at least you're getting like hundreds of bands.
Yeah, but if they could do it for £83 in 99, I don't believe inflation's gone up that much that it's 370.
All right, I'll prove it to you, Luke. What did you get per hour at the old people's home washing up?
I can't remember. I don't know things like that.
£2.
£3, I reckon.
Yes, but now you can get a job. My daughter's got a job up the pub. She gets £11 an hour plus tips. So
that's 3 times, let's say. But 8,
well,
16, 24. But that's yeah.
Divided by 4.
All right.
And the thing is at Glastonbury as well, there's a lot going on there. If you've never been, it's not just.
You can't do everything, can you? You can only do what time allows you. All right.
Have they got rides?
They got everything. Yeah. It's a great experience. But yeah, it's a lot of money. But I do still think it's okay value for money.
All right. Are we going to vote for the best 90s Glasto then?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right.
I'm going. Dave, go on. You're still going 90.
I did like the sound of 90, and the weather is definitely a factor for me. So I think I'm going to go Levelers 94.
Yeah, that's the one I'm going for.
people watching.
I'm going for Levelers 94 as well.
I mean, music-wise, I want to say 97. But yeah, we can't have the sinking stage. Can't have that.
It's too wet, isn't it?
It's too wet.
Hang on, there was another one that I liked more actually. I think I'm going for the 95.
I'm deciding who was the headliners for the main stage in 95.
95. Oasis, Pulp, and The Cure.
Oh, right. And you got Elastica and the Charlies and Massive Attack and Portishead. Oh man. No, I think I'm going to go 94. Mainly for the Sunday Enemy stage lineup. That incredible run of bands.
I'm going 94 then, if everyone else is.
Yeah, then we can all go.
That's true. We can all
Let's
go
all
together.
let's
Come
all
on,
go
man. Come
to-
with us. All right, let's go to
to
94.
Glastonbury 94.
Dave,
Okay,
get
so
on the
if-
hologram
If
recreation.
we had to, we're going to 94. We're going to see the Levelers, Rage Against the Machine. I have to put up with the shit Doctors, but Luke, you'll be enjoying
It'll be
Peter
a
Gabriel
laugh.
on the Sunday night.
Hey,
You'll be enjoying Peter Gabriel on the Sunday night.
Yeah, it'd be worth it just to see Luke watching Peter Gabriel.
I'll be over on the NME stage
watching Chumbawamba.
watching Chumbawamba. Yeah.
All right, we'll see you there in 94. Let us know your favourite Glastonbury year from the 90s, which ones you went to. Get involved in the comments. Thanks so much to Eric's London, the band that sponsored this week's podcast. Go and check them out. They're in the show notes. Go and see them in a town near you. Have a listen to them on Spotify. We'll put them on the playlist as well, so you can have a listen.
Or Bandcamp, if you want to be slightly more ethical. Bandcamp.
Bandcamp too. If you are watching this, then please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Give it a thumbs up. Yeah, and like I said, get involved in the comments. Let us know about your 90s Glastonbury experiences. And if you're listening, rate and review and share it with your friends so they can find the podcast.
If you're new, welcome aboard. Bit of a weird one to come into, but welcome in. As mentioned many times throughout today's episode, so many bands that we mentioned we've had on the podcast. I won't say all of them, but just go through Lush, Flowered Up, Censor, Cud, Frank and Walters, Dodgy. What else do we have? Mega City 4, Inspiral Carpets, Ash, Shed 7, Symposium.
You said you wouldn't go through all of them.
Okay, and a load more. Embrace, and more. So if any of those take your fancy, dive into the archives and have a listen. I also make a mixtape for every episode, so I'll pick stuff I like and I'll make a mixtape for this one as well.
So that's it for this one. Join us next week for episode 94 of the Stupid and Contagious podcast. Dave?
See you in a minute.